welcome back. Shane here from Guitar Work. Welcome back. Glad to have you back. This is the Beatles, In My Life. Fantastic song, so don't forget to mention it. Capo 2 here, so I don't forget to mention it. And just a beautiful, beautiful song, and I think it'll keep you moving along as far as chords are concerned. We got one bar chord in there to worry about. If you've done a B minor, you're going to be okay. If you've done a B minor, it's just a C minor. It's just one fret higher, and a cool little intro in there as well. So let's talk about it. And I'm going to be referring to song sheets the entire time. If you head to patreon.com/guitarwork, patreon.com/guitarwork. There's a couple of pages there for you that have the lyrics and the chords and also the intro in there that we'll be referring to. So it'll make things a whole lot easier. Go grab those and you can follow right along. Capo 2, as I said. Now we're trying to imitate an entire band here. I'll run through the intro very quickly, and but don't let that bog you down. If it really just is straight chords, this song. So the intro, people get kind of tangled up in intros and don't go any further. So you could save it to last. So here, very quickly through it. If you're looking at the bottom of page 2 there, you'll see a 0-3 written out. The 0 refers to the B string, the open B string. So I'm going to play a G chord here. You'll see a G written over top. I'm going to play this G chord. I call that the big kid's G. Your big kid's G, and I'm going to strum that only as far as the B string. Again, so you hear that B string ringing out. Then I'm going to play the high E string on the 3rd fret. My pinky's are already there. Again, so we're just strumming, partial strum, and then isolating that high E string. There we go. And then you'll see a 0-1-3. I'm going to get rid of that chord. It goes 0, open, 1st fret on the B string, 3rd fret on the B string, and I'm going to strum a D. And that's the 2 you're seeing, the 2 being referring to the 2nd fret of that high E. You might find it easier just off video, but here it is again slowly. Here's a G, partial strum, then isolate the high E, get rid of the chord, open B, 1st fret B, 3rd fret B, and then strum a D chord. And again in time. And again. That's the way. Now it's an electric guitar doing that, and remember, we're one guitar trying to do a whole band here, so we do little things just to try to fill it up if you're just one person playing on a guitar. Again, don't let the intro bog you down. You could just literally go G, then to a D, just till you get the hang of it. G, da 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 D, and then you're into the song. The body of the song, I'm looking at here on my trusty iPad. We've done the intro. Bracketed stuff, when chords are bracketed, at least on my charts, that means 2 beats a piece, so half the time. So you're going to have 2 beats on a G, 2 beats on a D, 2 beats on an E minor, and 2 beats on the G7. He's a special item. We'll talk about him in a sec. I'm going to go G. There are places. Two beats would be this: down, up, down, up. See that at the bottom of page 2. You're strumming. If a chord is 2 beats, it gets this: G, down, up, down, up. And here comes a D. E minor coming. Remember. Now this G7 at the end of that first line is pushed. It means it comes in on the upstroke. It comes in on the and of 2. So let me do it from the top. We'll do a slow play along as well, guys, just so you can play along with me with the metronome and find out if you're doing okay rhythmically. Here's the first line of the verse, G. There are places, D, E minor, I remember, G7 on the up. Good. So I pushed that. Push means coming in early. So I came in on the upstroke of the G7, followed by an up, down, up. Okay, here's that first line again, slowly. 3, 4, G, places. D, I, E minor. Remember, G7 on the up. Up, down, up. There it is. And that's going to happen throughout the song, so get to know that for sure. I'll go slowly through, and I'll stop on the C minor just in case there's trouble. Here's the top again, top of the verse. 3, 4, G, places. D, I, E minor, remember. Push the G7. C, my life. Now C minor, let's run to the barring on the 3rd fret. If this is new to you, barring the 3rd fret from the capo, of course. And then you're taking what would be, looks like a B minor shape. It is same shape as a B minor, but 1 fret higher. There's your guy there. And you'll see a picture of him on page 1, in case you need it. If you're having trouble getting to bar chords, Everybody goes through that. You might be getting this sound once in a while, like dead string. Fight your way through that. Remember, a little pull with the left shoulder. It's not all squish power. Got my wrist nice and low like that. You may have to come in from underneath. It's a good thing to do. Try to keep your first finger as straight as you can. That gives you more squish power. Like that, if your first finger is bent to that middle knuckle, you're really robbing yourself of a lot of squish. Don't want to see the wrist up there with a thumb over. That's bad news. So down you go underneath. There you go. And again, don't be alarmed if you get, I can't get that straight. You'll wake up one morning and it'll be there. Okay, you just have to practice getting there. Great way to practice. Take your hand off, assemble it. Okay, get your hand off. So just throw a movie on, do that, and you'll get it for sure. And it opens the doors to a lot of songs. It's the most important bar chord there is there. Top of the verse, I'll go right through it. Here's G3, 4. There are places. D, I, E minor, remember. G7 push. C, all my life. C minor. G is 4 beats. Down, down, up. Up, down, up. So if a chord is 4 beats, if it's not bracketed, it's down, down, up, down, up. Third line of the verse. 3, 4, some forever. D, E minor for better. G7 push. C, C minor, and a G is 4 beats. Down, down, up, down, up. Yeah, we get to this next section. I'm not sure what to call it. Maybe a bridge or something. I'm not sure. It's not a chorus. E minor, I'm going to stop, do one shot, stop there, and count. 1, 2, 3, then a C, stop, 3, then F, you're back to strumming. 4 beats, not bracketed, and G, down, down, up, down. Stop in the E minor. 1, 2, 3, A, stop. 1, 2, 3, C minor, 4 beats, and a G. Now you got your intro again. And you're into the second verse. There's nothing else in there, guys. There's nothing else in there. That's a verse and bridge, or whatever we're calling that second stanza there. So hey, if if the chords are giving you trouble, stop tape right there. Try to get those on time. Work on those individually. You'll see these chords in a million songs. So you're really pushing ahead. I'll do a slow play along all the way through. Actually, I'll do the first page slowly, and then I'll do the entire thing at full tempo. The song comes in at 103 beats per minute, so I'll bring it down to 83 here. It should be there already. There we go, and I'll put the section markers on the screen. I'll call that the bridge, that second spot. So I'm going to do the intro twice. If you're not up to doing the intro right away, just strum G's and D's. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again. 2, 3, verse. There are places. D, E minor, push the G7, C, all my life, C minor, and a G for 4 beats. G to D, D, not E minor, forever, G7, push it, C, let's go, C minor, and a G, 4 beats. Stop at an E minor, C, F, strumming, G, E minor, stop here, A, C minor, in my life, G, I've loved them all. Intro coming. And next verse, G, same as the other one, G, E minor, lovers, G7, push it, C, C minor, G for 4, pairs with you, G to D, yeah, D, yeah, E minor, G7, push it, C minor, GB, 4 beats, E minor, stop here, C, stop, might fill it up a bit, F, G, E minor, stop here, A, C minor, in my life, G. There we go. Hey, that brings us to the instrumental section on page 2. And that's really just like a verse in there. So we'll be fine on that. So that was a slow play along, believe it or not. That was at 83. I'll now bring it up to 103 and go through the entire song. So let me do that here. Down we go. 103 beats a minute. And that's clipping along. If you're having trouble getting to that bar chord, just fight for your life. And get this, if it goes by, you don't quite get there, get to the next chord. It's very important to play along with recordings or people like myself doing this way, because you learn recovery skills. When you're playing with other people, you're going to miss stuff. And you have to know how much time has gone by while you're having a little bump, and rejoin the band later, and all is forgiven. Most of the time anyway. So here's at 103 all the way through. And at the end, let's talk about a way we might have a gentler approach. Maybe finger pick out, just talk a little bit about how you might finger pick this song as well. So here it is, 103 beats a minute. Yikes, eh? Okay, play along. Here we go. Now, 1, 2, 3, intro, and G again. Now verse, G, different places, D, E minor, push it, C, C minor, G, 4 beats, G, some forever, D, E minor, better, G7, C, gone, C minor, G for 4, E minor, stop, C, F strumming, G, I still can recall, E minor, stop, A, stop, C minor, full 4 beats, G, intro once, verse, and G, all these, D, E minor, friends and lovers, G7, C, C minor, G, and go G, D, E minor, G7, C minor, G, E minor, stop, C, F, G, E minor, A, C minor, then G, good. It's going to scroll. We're heading. I'm going to count you in on the instrumental section. We're backing up that crazy part. 1, 2, G to D. Here we go. And then G, E minor, G7, push, C, C minor, G, G to D, D, G7, push, C, C minor, G. Now stop at an E minor bridge, C, affection, F strumming, people and things, G, E minor, stop, A, without them, C minor, in my life, G, I love you all, intro, and C minor, in my life, G, I love them all, and ended on a G. Yay. I know that was fast and furious. Fast and furious. Stare at that sheet. The trouble can be, you know, you're looking at a sheet and you have to look down at your guitar neck to find out where that C minor is. Then you look back on your sheet, you go, oh, where am I? You might lose your place. Not a super difficult song to memorize. You may want to commit that to memory. It's moving so fast. Yeah. Anyway, I know that was quick. Some finger picking patterns you might use on that if you want a gentle approach. I'm going to go, if you refer to when I did a John Denver video, leaving on a jet plane, just straight accompaniment patterns. In this one, I'm going to go, get a close-up of that right hand. On the G chord, I'm going to go thumb, 2, thumb, 1. There we go. Thumb, 2, thumb, 1. On the D chord, I'm going to go D, and I'm going to put my thumb over on that 2nd fret. That's a D/F sharp. Sometimes that won't be notated, but just know anytime you're on a D, you can use that. If that's the case, I'm going to go thumb, 2, thumb, 1 on the D as well. So again, D, thumb over, thumb, 2, thumb, 1. So here's my G, thumb, 2, thumb, 1, D, thumb, 2, thumb. Same on the E minor here. Thumb, 2, thumb, 1. Now G7, you're going to have to displace. I'm going to use my ring finger on the high string, because that's the note of consequence there, that first finger. He's the guy that makes it a G7 really. So I'm going to go thumb, 3rd finger on the high string, and then continue with a thumb 1 here. So top again, G, D, do, E minor, and G7, going to displace that note, C, da, da, da. Now I gotta change my bass note for the C to this note here, otherwise it's the same. Thumb, 2, thumb, 1. Again, it was thumb, 2, thumb, 1, and then C minor, same as the C, right hand wise, thumb, 2, thumb, 1, and we're back to G, thumb, 2, thumb, 1. Yeah, so in time, it's lovely that way. You might start out finger picking and then heat up later in the song. If you're just one person playing a guitar, it'll give you a bit of contrast. So here's a G, finger picked. Go back to the top here. Yeah, G, thumb, D, E minor, I remember, G7, C, all my life, C minor, and G. This G gets 4, so do the pattern twice. G again, some forever. Here's a D, E minor, not from better, G7, displace that note. C, some ago, C minor, G gets twice, some remain. Maybe at that point in the song, on the hits the E minor, you might go la da da da. You might strum it at that point. Yeah, just if you don't have you won't have a pick in your hand. So I just use my first finger as if he's a pick. So sped up, bow, da, do, 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 do. Top again. Really nice way to play it if you want a gentle version, and then break into a strum later on. Hey, lots coming at you there. Again, follow along, grab your sheets from patreon.com/guitarwork. There's 2 pages here for you that give you all that information. And just, you know, wisely use your stop and rewind button so that you can get the hang of it. I want to thank you for coming back, and all your thumbs up have meant an awful lot here. So many people coming and dropping requests. I'm always happy to get those. And have fun with it. Thumbs up have helped me a lot. I appreciate that. And I'll meet you down in the comments section and see you again very soon. Let me know how you're doing with it, eh? Okay, bye now. 2, 3. Bum, 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 bum.